G'day guys, what's cracking? Aussie here again. So tonight what I thought I would do is make up pizza, and I'm going to show you a little something that I discovered from someone named David, a friend of mine, who told me about how you can get microwave popcorn and once it's done you put Maltesers in it for about 30 seconds and you get Maltesers and popcorn all melts together. Dung Hei Lon, hello, how are you? Anyway, what I'm going to do first, I'll move all this out of the way, make up my Mexican pizza. So, Michael Pan, hello. I moved everything over here because I don't have much bloody room here. Anyway, might have bitten off more than I can chew here tonight, but it will get done. Give me a sec. Put that up there. That's better. Put all this here. Osawara, dinner and dessert all in one, yes. Vertex bacon. What state am I in? I'm in New South Wales, not far from Katoomba. So this is probably going to be a pretty long live the way this is going to go. I've got the oven on, so it shouldn't take long once I get this made up to whack it in the oven. And then once I've done that, Sir Dainties, how are you going? What's going on? Show you the ingredients. Oh, actually I'll show you as I put it on. So I've got a little piece of pizza base. Guess where from? My favourite place. Osawara would know. So what I'm going to do is I'll do a little bit at each stage. I've got a little bit of just pasta sauce. It's got a bit of sugar in it to make it a little bit sweet. So whack a little bit of tomato base on. These are actually pretty good pizza bases, these ones. They got like garlic and herbs in them. There's bits of garlic through it, so I didn't put any garlic in the sauce. So it should taste good. Okay, that part's done. Hi Melanie, you're up pretty late. Good old Audi, yes, that's correct. Power from Port, how are you? Mini Mad, how you going? Now, even though I said Mexican, I could only get, what's it called, Hungarian salami. But what I'm going to put is first that, salami, pepperoni, bit of capsicum, I got yellow and red. And I'm going to put some jalapenos or jalapenos, however you like to say it. And a bit of chili flakes. So what I might do first, grab a bit of cheese. I always like to put a little bit of cheese on the bottom of my pizza when I'm making it myself. Get that on there. And I have made this type of pizza before and I absolutely love it. It's pretty hot, but I love it. Actually, I think the other night on my live when I was doing the double hellfire, I said I've got to keep off the spice for a while because I've had too much. But you know, so many spicy things, and I love this one. So maybe after this, I'll keep off the spice for a while. Audi pizza cheese, got to be Audi, and it is cheaper than the other stores, and without even getting a discount. So I'll whack that over there for now. We'll get back to that. So next stage. Did I bring my sharp knife? Now that would help, wouldn't it? Like I always say, good thing this stuff's behind me. Bet you've seen this knife before. It's my handy dandy chopping knife. Untanned vlog. Hello, how are you? Sorry if I said that wrong, but I did my best. A bit of salami. The good thing I like at Aldi, they've got two different types of pizza bases. One's quite a thick one, which I get sometimes, but it's bigger than this. It takes up the whole tray. But because I don't need to be eating a whole big pizza, this is a pretty good size. So there's my salami. Everything when I'm finished with it, I'll put it over there because I'll end up with no room here. Whoa, China. I'm eating at this time. This is my dinner time, dude. I've just finished work at 11 o'clock. So, and I haven't eaten at work. We're really eating since about probably 6:30 tonight. So I always eat at this time, and I just thought maybe you guys would like to share that with me. I know how caring and sharing you are. So pepperoni. It's going to be a hot one, this one. I should try doing it with two hands, eh? Two hands for beginners. A fair bit of pepperoni on there. Give it a bit of a kick. It's hot salami pepperoni, it says on the packet, so hopefully that'll be good. Yeah, I was going to say, what are you doing up so late, Whoa China? But yes, you probably better go to bed if you've got school tomorrow. Actually, if you're still here, I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I'm thinking about maybe going live, if I can, from Red Rooster car park one day, up at Lithgow. Actually, last time I did a video up there at Lithgow, someone commented that works there and said, that's KFC, that's Red Rooster at Lithgow. Hey, hi country, what's cracking? Liam's in here, that's Osawara. He's saying g'day to you. Now, bit of capsicum. I just cut them up already in pieces, but I'll cut them up into slices. I actually wanted to, I had a yellow one and a red one, so I thought I'll do a bit of both, give it a bit of colour. Now, you might have seen the thumbnail or the title and probably thought that sounds interesting, Maltesers and popcorn. So what I got, while I'm doing this I'll explain it. I got some microwave popcorn, it's out of picture now but I'll get it back over here in a minute. And some Maltesers, and I heard of this thing where you put microwave popcorn in the microwave of course, and then once the microwave popcorn's done in the microwave, that's why I got it here, then you get some Maltesers, chuck them in the packet and then microwave it for another 30 seconds and then the Maltesers sort of melt through the popcorn. And in case you didn't know, I just found out about a week ago, there's a new Malteser, it's a vanilla one, vanilla shake, that's a new one. So who knows, I might even do both. That's looking like a bit too much capsicum, but it'll do. I like capsicum. Jalapenos. I was actually going to take some of these out before I started. I probably should have, I'll just do it this way. Oh, that's two in one. I'll move that in a minute. This is why I'm sort of doing this too. I would have done it eventually, but someone was commenting on my live the other night about do I like jalapenos, because I was doing that Hellfire thing, and that was pretty hot. So I thought, why don't I do a Mexican pizza? Just to make it a bit more interesting, instead of being boring waiting for it to cook, we'll do some Maltesers as well. I do love spicy hot stuff, but like I keep saying, I've got to back off a bit because I'm having too much lately. Look at that, what a professional. That's probably enough of them because there's another one there. I just don't want to touch them too much because in case I forget and rub my eyes, it's not going to go down too well, is it? Maybe one more over there. Okay. It will look good and it'll be very colourful. Colourful and tasty. I actually like this pizza, it's really good, especially with tomato base. Let's whack a little bit of chilli on it as well. Chili flakes, that is, dried ones. Should be good. So that's that part done. More cheese and we'll be right. Oh, I won't be eating all the Maltesers, Liam, so you'll get some of them. I've got that much stuff there that's left over from doing these videos. When you come up, you'll have a feast. Full of junk anyway. Got ice cream in the fridge from other videos. I've got some chips up there. I've got everything on the fridge. So normally when I make a pizza, I put a heap of cheese on there. I love the heap of cheese and try and get everything to stick. So I might just back off a little bit tonight with this one so that once it's cooked, we can actually see everything in it properly. And the amount of cheese I've been eating lately, I probably don't need any extra cheese. If you saw my Hellfire burger the other night, which I haven't eaten it all yet, I've had about 3/4 of it. I'm going to eat the rest probably tomorrow. It's still in the fridge. I'm eating a bit at a time, but it's very spicy and very hot. So what I might do is, what I find with these pizzas, because they're not proper, like most pizza bases you buy in a shop, because they're not proper pizza dough, they tend to be really hard on the outside. I just can't eat the crust when they're like that on these things. But what I might do is try and get lots of cheese around the outside. And then it will go right to the edge and it might be softer. I'll tell you guys, tonight, even though it's the middle of winter here, and like I've always mentioned sometimes, it gets quite cool here. Like I'm up from Sydney and like further up, and Sydney's not as cold as here, of course, but it can get quite cold here. But the weather is actually quite mild tonight. I put the fire on when I got home, thinking, you know, well, it's going to get colder, but it's actually not bad at the moment, considering it's winter and where I am. So. And plus I'm sitting next to the oven here. So there it is, guys. It'll look much better when it comes out of the oven. And what I've got to do too is, remember, to actually take it out of the oven because I could burn it. Oven's on. Whack it in there. So this is pretty good tonight. I've got no gas burner going like I do sometimes, but I've got the oven going and I've got the microwave going. Now, so just for now, actually I might not need that again. In case I haven't showed you this before, like I used it with my hamburger when I made it the other night. I picked this up at Aldi for $6.99. This is exactly what I wanted for my lives. I love it. So I'm very happy with that. Aldi just supplied me with so much good stuff, I can't believe it. So anyway, as I was saying, Maltesers. I don't know how much they are normally, but they were on special this week. So I don't know how much I saved. I didn't really look at it. I just grabbed them because I thought, I got to do this thing. This little bastard doesn't want to stand up. Stand up. And popcorn. There's a pack of 4 there. I was thinking I'll do the normal Maltesers first. Yeah, it actually tasted alright too, that helpful, I think. Now, I read the box here, and the problem with these is, oh, that's a good one, I like that, because I saw these singly, and they said extra butter, but I thought this is just butter popcorn, apparently. So, what I want to do, I actually might not be able to read this, so I might have to put the glasses on. I've got to say, I don't think I've ever popped popcorn in the microwave before, but I have to see what the instructions are. So this could be a big fail because I really don't know what I'm doing, but oh, there you go, look at that. That's really good, I like that. That's exactly what I was sort of expecting. I have seen them before, but I've never actually done it myself. So, what does it say? Microwave instructions. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be able to see that. Stand, watch and listen. Do not, hints. Oh my goodness. Okay. I knew I was going to need these. I'm as blind as a bat when it comes to looking at close stuff. Ah, look at that. It looks like I can just read it so easy now. Remove plastic, overwrap, place unfolded bag in the center of a microwave oven with this side facing up. Ensure bag does not touch or catch the sides of the microwave. Set microwave on high. Typical cooking times, let's see. How big's the bag? 100 grams. It's not telling me, is it? Actually, all up, I think they're 400. They're 4 times 100, so it is 100. It's a good thing I can do a bit of maths. Now, 100 gram bag, conventional. Bloody hell. I'm thinking it's 3 minutes. If I'm wrong, I will. I've got 4 bags, I can muck around with the next one, can't I? Stand, watch and listen. Stop microwave when popping begins to slow down. About 2 to 3. Why would I stop it? You know what? Let's just whack it in there and give it a go. We'll give it. Oh, that's not step 2. I'll give it 3 minutes, see what happens there. Like I said, if I stuff it up, I've got 4 bags there, so we'll give it a go. Whack it in. Away we go. Better get this ready, eh? Might have one while I'm waiting too. I've got to say, I'm not like a sweets kind of person. I don't usually buy things like this. I'm just doing it so we can see how it works with the popcorn because I just heard about it. But I do actually like Maltesers. This would be interesting. There was actually a honeycomb one too. Top stuff. Actually, I might not get any in the popcorn. I might eat them all. I was going to have a little guessing competition of when I'll get the first thumbs up, but I was too late. It's already here. It doesn't take long sometimes. Sorry, thumbs down, I mean. Not thumbs up. 8 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. I love that. Well, it's popcorn, microwave popcorn, and I'm going to chuck some Maltesers in it. Once it's cooked, once the popcorn pops and it's ready, then I'm going to put the Maltesers in for 30 seconds. And then it melts through the popcorn. No, it hasn't actually. If I go in and go back to the video again, it probably will register. But that's all right. So I don't know if you can hear that popping, but it says that once it starts to pop down, it pops really slowly, 1 or 2 here and there. And that's when you take it out, unless it runs out of time. I can smell it. It smells good. I gotta say, I'm not a popcorn person, but doing this channel and doing videos and stuff, it makes you like more interested in doing stuff like this. Just smelling that, and it's butter. It's supposed to have butter in it. What's it say? Butter flavour. So it's butter flavour. No, but see, I wouldn't have just bought popcorn on its own and had popcorn, but because I heard this about the Maltesers in the popcorn, and then chocolate's going to go through it, could be interesting. And I thought a little bit of entertainment in between waiting for the pizza. I'm going to stop that. I can't open it. I've got my hand there stopping it. Come on. It's a bit hard to open this thing anyway, but I had my hand on the bottom, not realising. Yeah, it did tell me it was hot, so why did I do that? It's pretty hot. Now, this side facing up, what I might do is put it on here. So I think I've got to leave it for a little bit, and then and then just let it cool down. Sounds like it worked. Sounds like popcorn in there. You can hear it sizzling. I'll put it near the microphone. No, you can't hear it. Yeah. So anyway, that's the popcorn, the bag. It's smelling good, I'll give it that much. So now what I didn't think about, because I didn't know how these looked, I didn't open the packet before I started. How do I do this now? Do I just chuck it in? What I think I should do. Like I said, if I stuff it up, I've got a few more bags there. I might chop that top. No, I've got to put it here. I'll get it, don't you worry about that. I was thinking I'll do this. And I'll tell you, this fellow I know called David, he hasn't tried this out yet, and he's saying to me, oh, let me know what it's like, because I told him I'm going to do this tonight. I don't know if he'll watch or not, but well guys, the only problem with this is there's a shitload of popcorn in there. Look at that. I can't eat it all, that's for sure. Might try something like this. Actually, it might not be as bad as it looks, because oh no, it is, there's heaps in there. I want to make it so when I take it out too, you can actually see it. So there's the popcorn. I might lift that up. I can feel the butter in there, that's for sure. I probably should have made that a little bit less, maybe made it 2 minutes, but we'll see what happens anyway. Not bad. Some Maltesers in there. They're going everywhere. Like I said, I've never done this before, so it's a bit of an experiment. We'll soon see if it works. It's going to be a bit hard to show you that. Oh, I can show you from there, because if I lift them up, they're going to tip everywhere. Oh, there goes one. I didn't think of, well, I did think of doing it, but I forgot. What I might do, man, there's so much popcorn in there. I'm not expecting that. Might whack a few more on top. Hey, 30 seconds. Now while I'm waiting for that, I might have one of these. Vanilla. I'm not going to do the vanilla in the popcorn. But I just wanted to show you guys because plus they were a bit on sale this week. They were a little bit reduced, so I thought I'd show you guys there's a new vanilla one. Vanilla shake. You can smell the vanilla as soon as you put it near you. Very nice. Actually, now I've had them. If you get a chance, try them. They're actually quite nice. That hasn't really done anything. I'll give it another 30 seconds. These are pretty good. There might not be any when you come up, Liam. Sorry. Pizza's not in a hurry to cook either. Yeah, I'm trying to melt them. They didn't do much then. Well, you know what's happening. The bag's not moving. It's the bag's stuck. That's why things aren't happening. Let's try again. Sizzling away a little bit there. Now it's moving. What? Still not moving. Now it might move. Yep, drinking on some 40-ounce bounce. Bob, we got a pizza in the oven. Not a bun in the oven. We got a pizza in the oven. We got some popcorn here with some Maltesers in them. I'm melting it. I keep saying we, but there's only me. Well, that's moving now. So a little bit of entertainment in between waiting for the pizza to cook. We're making a Mexican pizza. We again. Okay. Oh yeah, again they got me again. I'm going to have to take these out now. It's not looking too bad. That's it there. It's very hot. I'll let it sizzle for a while. Let it sizzle, right, Ken? Let it sizzle. Probably not a good idea to cook it any more than that. They look like they've melted a bit. Oh yeah, there's some in that one. That all melted. Not too bad. Saying we engages the bait. I just like sometimes I'm aware of that. I'm saying we and no one's there. I mean, I know it's okay to say that. But... So that's not too bad. Could have been melted a bit more. But I think my microwave needed to be bigger. I really wasn't expecting these to be so much. So much popcorn in the packet. But it's not bad. They're actually more melted than they look. When you eat them, they sort of disintegrate. So that's not too bad. Can't say I was expecting big tings from doing this, but it's okay. A little bit of in-between entertainment while we wait for a pizza. I said we again. Nice mukbang, thank you very much. That's right. I'll tell you what though, when you get some of these ones, the vanilla shake, very nice. Yummo, yes, yummo. I love Maltesers. I've never tried them with popcorn before. This was something I heard of a few days ago, and I thought, why not whack it in with the pizza as well? Do them together. That bit was pretty hot. Ooh. And I think the pizza might be done. Might whack them up. I'll just have that last one. That melted one. You can see that one's melted, but that's pretty good. You grab, like if you grab, I've never done it before of course, but grab a heap of popcorn and then it's got a Malteser stuck to it. Nice sweet and salty taste. Just whack them up there for now. Get this pizza out of the oven. Now, what do I need? Tongs. There they are. So this isn't going to be the biggest pizza in the world, but I'm the only one eating it. There's no we. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up if I can. That's it there. My little Mexican pizza. What I'll do, I hope I won't need the glasses again. I like spicy pizza too. I actually, talking about pizza, today, you know, I get all these app deals and everything and emails and what are they called, text. That's actually stuck to it. Usually they don't stick. I think because I cleaned that tray, it doesn't look clean, but I actually cleaned that out a bit today so it wouldn't look too bad. But I've been using that tray for about 8 years now. And I never really clean it, I just let it. It's like when you use a cup and you never clean it, like if you have coffee or whatever, it's like that. It's my go-to pan. So anyway, today I saw, I got a, actually was it today? It was either today or yesterday, I think it was today. Domino's have 60% off. They've gone one better now. You sometimes 30, 40, 50, now 60% off. Premium pizzas. So I may have to get onto that. Actually, it might be all their pizzas, I think. I can't remember the text, but I might have to get onto that. Now I'm not going to eat this straight away because, as you can see, that's just come straight out of the oven. Well, as you just did see, this isn't the most sturdy table in the world, so I've got to be careful what I'm doing. Might cut it that way. Normally when I make something like this I just use red capsicums because you know I usually don't have all these different coloured capsicums, but because I've been doing a few videos with capsicum in it I end up having a yellow one as well, so it ends up very colourful as well, doesn't it? I'm just not on a very good angle to cut here. It's a lot easier if you're standing up. So anyway, that's dinner. My dinner anyway, for tonight. A late one, but this is about the time I normally eat anyway. Yeah, 60% off premium. What a steal. I actually want to do a video about it. You already know about it, so that's good. I think it's just you add a code, but what happened with me is because I have all the apps and everything, and I've mentioned it in, just give me a sec. I've mentioned it in my videos when I've done Domino's where they either send me an email or a text or This one was through the text, and then you just press on the link. But I think if you just went in there, it'd show you anyway, into their app. It is good for homemade, and I know a lot of people like a thin crust. And I was saying earlier, Aldi have two different types of pizza bases. This one's more of a thinner one, and then there's a thicker one. I like the thick one, but I went with this for a change because the thick one is just usually plain, and you got to add all your stuff on. This base has bits of garlic and herbs in the actual dough. You can see it before you put everything on. I quite like that one. So just to change it up a bit lately, like I haven't done videos about it, but when I've been having a pizza, normally I just use the other Aldi base, but I like this one too. I have some paper towels around. Well, I'm not starving, but I am hungry. I think having those Maltesers and things has made me not so hungry now. But it's only a small one, so I'll be right. Nothing like a giant Hellfire, double Hellfire burger, which I've got to finish off probably tomorrow. And that's it. It's probably a little bit greasy because it has got salami and pepperoni on it, but it's a pretty good little pizza. Not bad. Nice and hot. Jalapenos. So if you want something a little bit different and you haven't heard of this type of pizza and you like hot stuff, it's just salami, pepperoni, capsicum, jalapenos, and a bit of chili flakes. Very nice. Very hot. Very nice. Huh, sound just like Lee. How are you, Deb? Yes, I think what it is Liam sounds like me, but you know, we won't argue about that. I've had, when we used to live together as a happy family, once upon a time, the lady next door said to me once, "I've seen you guys walking down the street, you look like two peas in a pod." So, and then other people, you know, it's funny how people see things differently. Other people say, "You look nothing like him." The more I eat this now, I'm getting hungry too. I wasn't starving, but I could eat. Usually it's my dinner time now anyway around this time, even though it's 12:55 in the night. So, well, I came home about 20 past 11 p.m. I won't pick that up yet. It's a bit hot. I'll wait till I need to eat it. Like I said, guys, if you like something a bit hot and spicy, give this a go because it's not hard to make. It's a simple little pizza, especially if you get the pizza base yourself. (9:55 a.m. in Wisconsin). Yeah, it's well, that's your breakfast time, isn't it? Well, mid-breakfast, what do you call it, brunch? I was going to say something then. Oh, what I'm talking about Wisconsin and the USA. One day I want to try, I probably mentioned it before, and I never get around to it. I probably wouldn't do it as a live. I might do it, you never know. But I'd like to try and make a Chicago-style pizza. I'd love to try that deep dish type thing, like really deep. Deep, deep, deep. 40-ounce bounce, man. You're obsessed with 40-ounce bounce. Hey Kana, how are you? It's a bit hard to talk sometimes when you get that hit of chili and jalapenos going down your throat. It like gets stuck and it's like, whoa. But it's beautiful. I love it. I shouldn't eat the crust because it's a bit hard. I made what I call a Mexican pizza. It's got a lot of cheese on it, so it's a bit hard to see what's on there. It's not a real big one, but it's got salami, pepperoni, capsicum, or peppers, if you might call it, capsicum, jalapenos or jalapenos, and some chili flakes. So quite hot. I didn't go too overboard, but I like it a bit hot. And a tomato base. So I just got some tomato. What was it? Like tomato pasta sauce type thing, which was pretty plain, and just put a little bit of sugar in it. Bebalicious TV, hi. Just missing pineapple, yeah, will help to cool it off a bit. It's pretty hot. It's not a real big one, so I shouldn't struggle too much. Also, the pizza base, I buy it from my local Aldi here in Australia. We have Aldi as well. But this pizza base is quite a thin one, but it's got little bits of garlic and a bit of herbs in the base itself, so it saves you adding it. So yeah, it's got quite a good combination of bits and pieces on it. Quite tasty. Yeah, but not being actual proper pizza dough, so I try to put the cheese right to the edge as far as possible, because it ends up that crust is actually too crunchy, it nearly breaks your teeth. But so far so good. I'll have to leave it if it's too crunchy. I will break my teeth. Love the crunch. So, Bob Blanton, what is the Fist of the North Star? If it's on TV, I probably won't watch it because I never watch TV anymore. Are you listening to 40 Ounce Bounce? I actually did look it up once. It was okay, but a lot of swearing, and Bob wanted me to play it on this live. It's like, that can't probably happen. Well, not on this live, but on a live. So. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting so many people on here tonight, but it's good. I come home, I try to get it all done as quickly as possible, but I still end up pretty late. A website too. I'll check it out, Bob. You just keep me so busy. I've got all these things to do thanks to you. Yeah, I know. I try not to swear anyway, but Because it's not just about me having ads. It's like, I know, not at the moment, and they could look at it later. I know I have a lot of young people watching it, and I try to be aware of that because I don't want to encourage them to act like that. So there's enough of that going on YouTube and the rest of the world. I'm not saying I don't swear. If I get cranky, I'll swear like anyone else, but most of the time I don't. Yeah, I know Kane as well. I've watched a bit of your stuff now, especially when you're live and everything. You seem like you don't even want to swear. You seem so calm, so cool. So I wouldn't if I heard something, even something not so bad from you swearing, I'll be like, whoa, really? Didn't expect that. I don't expect it either. I know you're pretty cool. Unless you're really cranky, there's really no need for it. If things are going along nicely, like now, I mean, you have nights, I have times where people come in here and start trying to cause trouble, but majority of the time it's pretty good. And one thing that makes me really aware of it is a friend of mine, her son watches all my videos. She said to me that she hears my voice around the house all the time, and I'm like, oh really? And then I said to her, next time I saw her, I was talking to her a bit, and I said, I better not talk too much because you've heard enough of my voice lately. But I know that her older son watches it, and he's like, they're trying to stop him from actually swearing and stuff like that. So, and that, besides anything, that is the one thing that makes me aware of it. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, he might be watching, and I just remember. But then apart from that too is he's the oldest, but he's got everyone, the other four kids are even younger, so they're probably watching too. So it makes me aware of it, knowing that they're watching it. It might not be right now, it probably isn't because they're probably asleep. But they'll look at some of it, or they'll look at all of it, or it'll be just running. And that's one reason we won't be playing 40-ounce pounds. G'day, Daniel's Adventure. I thought you were someone else. Then I know someone else has got a channel called Awesome Epic Adventures. They're actually in Katoomba, not far from me. But great to have you here. Where are you from? Darwin. I'm starting to have people from all around Australia here, which is good. I'll tell you, when I first started this channel, even though it wasn't that long ago, I was actually struggling to find people, even with channels, because I didn't know what I was doing, who were actually from Australia. Of course, I'm open to the whole world, and that's what I was getting. Like Deb V has been here with me for ages now, and she's from America, and I started getting a lot of people who I was subscribing to, and they were subscribing to me from America, different Asian countries, Japan, Korea, all that stuff, but I couldn't find the Aussies, and all of a sudden, now I got them. Got everyone. It's great fun, and New Zealanders as well. There's a couple of you guys as well. Hi, Country Fly Love. Mini Mad from Adelaide. Yes, see, I'm going to do a world tour of Australia one day. I keep getting people asking me, oh, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? When you come to Melbourne, can you come to Queensland? And actually saying that, Night Circle of the Nether Realm. Hopefully I'll get there one day too. That'll be fun. What's that game? We can play Minecraft together, Bob, while we listen to 40-ounce bounce. That'd be great. That'd make a great video, wouldn't it? Oh, and High Country, talking about New Zealand, I noticed that Jello guy uploaded something not long ago. I had a look at it. I don't know, maybe you tipped me off. I can't remember now, but because I get so many notifications, sometimes I just miss them because I might, like I was at work tonight for so many hours and I didn't even look at my phone because one end of the place where I work I can't get reception, and then when I'm up the other end I see like 30, 40 notifications in a couple of hours. Oh, Liam would love 40 ounce bounce. He would love, well, the swearing and everything anyway. He would think it's fantastic. Tell you what, even though I've got this pizza in front of me, it's so spicy and so hot, it's hot enough. I can still smell that popcorn over there on top of the microwave. Actually, I won't put it on now, but while I was getting ready, I had Black Sabbath on. Um, and why I won't put it on, because it's a more recent one, it's from 2013, and it's actually called 13, the album. And being more recent, that could shut down the whole video, the whole live stream. Every live stream I've done so far, even though I've been playing older stuff like Dio and Black Sabbath, and I might have played a Sex Pistols, which is really old too, but every single one says it's copyrighted, but you can still listen to it and watch it. But I don't want to take too many chances. I'll stick to the older stuff because it seems to work. I've been listening to Dio a lot lately. With Spotify and everything, you can just get everything on there. Hey Danny G, if I'm coughing it's because I'm eating chili and jalapenos with this pizza that I made. Plus it's got pepperoni and salami. It's pretty hot. Europe, I'm not so much into Europe. I like AC/DC. I used to be like, when I was a teenager and AC/DC first started and they had Bon Scott, the old singer. I love that stuff. And I listened to a bit of the other stuff once the new singer came along. I had bought the first album, Back in Black, but after that, I never was into them that much after that. But the older stuff, I really like it. The original stuff, like the first stuff. Snake in your kitchen? I don't get snakes here. It's too bloody cold. I'm sure where you are, there's plenty. Tomoko Aaron. Never heard of it, mate. Never heard of it, Bob. But I can soon find out. Well, I've heard of it now, haven't I? I was going to say, talking about doing a world tour of Australia, not that Liz is going to do one, but she's actually off to Queensland, not this weekend, the following weekend. I think, I'll see her next weekend and this weekend and a bit of the next weekend. She's going on Sunday or something. But while she's away, it's going to be her birthday. And I was thinking, if we can, if I can get her over here, she's hard to pin down some days. I'll get her over here and maybe we'll get a Chinese meal. And that way, because she's doing vegan, we've actually found a few things at the Chinese that she can eat. So I might have a little, I haven't talked to her about it yet. She was going to ring me today and she never did from work, but I might have her come over and we'll have an early birthday celebration. Oh, sorry, it's making me hiccup. Early birthday celebration on Saturday. Don't hold me to that because I haven't talked to her about it, but this is my idea. Everyone can get on and say happy birthday to her. I won't see her on her birthday because she'll be away, but her mother lives in Queensland and some of her friends, so that's why she's going up there for a bit of a break for a week or something. Well, like I said, while she's gone, it will be her birthday, so I won't see her on her birthday. And we were going to do something after she comes back, but I thought, why not do something before she goes? Do it early. Actually, on your birthday, son, I'll be on holidays. I'm planning on taking the whole of September off, so it won't matter what day it is. We'll do something. I only sort of want to do something with Liz because she won't be here. That's why. I mean, you'll be here. You'll be around. I can get you if you don't come up. We can do something. We can do Macca's for your birthday or anything you like. You'll come up with something crazy. I might not allow it. Oh, I guess it's your birthday, so why not? Crazy is fun. It is fun. It's a bit hard to be crazy on your own, though. I've tried it. It doesn't work too well. Sitting here looking like an idiot. But, that's like the popcorn and Malteser thing. It's a bit crazy. I heard about it. I've got to try it. It's not something I'd really try, even if I did hear about it. But I thought, try and make a little bit of it, make the live a little bit more interesting, a little bit more lively. Danny G, are you still there? Wish I was 19 again too. But then Liam wouldn't be around if I was 19 again, would I? Would he? So anyway, like I said, even though I haven't talked to her about it, if she's not Liz, if she's not doing anything, I'm sure she'd want to do it. But I just don't know if she's doing anything. She might have things planned because she's going away to see people and do stuff. 500 years old last month. That's what happens when you live in hell. You live forever. I'm sure Bob's full of life. So anyway, I'll try and arrange that. Monkey beard balls, what's that? So Danny, I saw your video where you got those things from Seeds to Freedom, Mr. and Mrs. Seeds. I actually know who they are. Or maybe you found me through them, I don't know, but I was going to say, Ollie, when you said you were going to try that Vegemite, I don't know if you've ever tried it before. Whatever you do, don't have a spoonful, just have a scraping. I see a lot of people who don't know how Vegemite goes. They might spread it like peanut butter or something like that, or jelly. It's not that sort of thing. It tastes terrible like that. When I have it, which I don't have it very often, I might make a bit of toast with butter, and I put a sorry, that chili's getting me again. I put a very light smear of Vegemite on it because some people put quite a bit, but they don't. Like that little container of each one, I wouldn't put the whole thing on a piece of toast. It will taste terrible. Or try eating it with a spoon. It won't taste good. I saw the thumbnail for that, but I don't think I watched it, the pizza one. Yeah, well, we got plans to go out fishing. Like I used to go fishing a lot before Liam was born. Like when I was younger, probably more around his age. I used to love going fishing, and he likes it too. Yeah, it's not that great. It's actually not too bad if you have just a little scraping on a piece of toast or something like that, or a piece of bread. It's not too bad like that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I was just saying, don't go putting a heap of Vegemite on it once if you haven't tried it. It doesn't taste that good. It's alright a little bit, but not too much. Anyway, me and Liam and his mate Jacob, if we can ever pin him down, we're going to go and do a lot of, not a lot, but a bit of fishing this year, this summer, spring and summer, and it's coming up a couple more months. We'll do a bit here and there. We've got a few spots we go to, and if we don't catch fish, but we've got to involve some food in it because it is a food channel. I was saying a while ago I might take the little gas burner and we'll cook some snags or something like that, or some, some sort of food, burgers or something while we're fishing. I'll cook for them and they can fish. Probably won't eat any fish, won't cook any fish that we catch because we usually chuck it back. Not just because it's nice to throw the fish back, but I just couldn't be bothered gutting them and scaling them and all that stuff, and it's messy and it drives you nuts. I might have seen your video before and you had a snake in the house. I'm sure I saw something like that. Or there's a snake you couldn't catch before. So anyway, we will do some fishing. Don't know how often, but we got a spot where we sometimes catch a few fish. So I'm sure Liam will love it. I know I'll be loving it. Thanks, High Country. And the thing is too, there's a spot where we go, and then Liam was just saying he wants to hook a really big fish. The type of fish we catch down there, sometimes they're not bad size for what they are, like the type of fish. But a while ago I went down there by myself a couple of years ago and Liam wasn't with me. And I went down when it was really early in the morning as the sun was coming up. Not long after the sun came up, I caught a huge flathead. I've only ever caught one like that before. And I think since Liam saw that, he wants to catch another one like that too. But we do catch a few down there, but it's a spot where we know at least if we go there, there's a good chance on a good day we're going to catch a few fish, and might be some reasonable sized ones. So we will get down there again. And guys, I don't know if you have Maltesers in America. Let me know if you do. That's these guys. You recognise them if you do have them. I've got 2 bags of these. That one doesn't want to stand up. So if you weren't here before, while I was making the pizza and whacking in the oven in between while we were waiting for it, I made this microwave popcorn, and I didn't realise, because I don't usually do microwave popcorn, I'm not really a fan, I didn't realise how much popcorn was in there. But what I did was, I heard about this the other day, and once it's cooked, put some Maltesers on them, let them melt over there, put it back in the microwave, let it melt, and then we got Maltesers, they're like chocolate balls, on popcorn. It's actually not bad. Tristan M. Looks so yummy, it is. It's not too bad if you like popcorn and Maltesers. Milk bowls, okay. I thought you'd have something like that. They're actually quite nice, and I'm not a big fan of popcorn. But with the Maltesers, they're not bad. This is the first time I tried it. Someone told me about it a couple of days ago, a friend of mine named David. But these are called Vanilla Shake. They're Maltesers that have come out now too. They're a new one, only recent. and they got like a vanilla flavour even though they still have the chocolate on them. And just being near the bag you can smell it. It's like a vanilla smell, like vanilla essence or something like that. They're very nice too. That's my first time trying them. I love them. So I might have a little bit more of this. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat all that popcorn. I really didn't realise there was going to be so much in a bag. But I'm sure when my son Liam comes to see me, he'll be loving to have some popcorn while he plays his games or whatever he does. He'll eat them for me. Yeah, they do. They melt in your mouth. That's the same thing. Costco. We have Costco here too. I've never been to it. Every now and then, even Australian people who come on here, someone was saying it the other night, do I ever go to Costco? But first of all, it's quite a fair way from me. And I don't really have any need to go all that way just to go to Costco. If it was close, I'd go and check it out. Maybe buy a few things. But yeah, we have a few Costco's around the place. Oh, you're from New Zealand, Tristan? Oh, I didn't look at that. I didn't see that part. Sorry, I was too busy filling my gob. Yeah, there's a bucket one. We have a bucket one too. It's not a real big bucket, but it's yeah, we got, and there was also, I didn't realise, and I wasn't going to get them because I've already got these are the new ones, but there's a honeycomb one as well. And I didn't think of that. I saw it when I was grabbing these two, but they're not really new here. But the vanilla one is, and that's why I wanted to grab it and try it. I didn't want to put them in here in case it wasn't that great, but I did want to try them. Mm. You do need to do a taste test video. I want to see. I want to see your reaction to it. I don't reckon you'll like it, but that's what I was just saying. Don't go like grabbing a spoon and just eating it. It will be disgusting. Maybe I shouldn't have tipped you off. I should have just said nothing and wait to see the video. The way I'm saying that is because you do see people doing things from other countries, and I did see these guys doing, American guys, his father and son, eating Vegemite like by the tablespoon, and it's like a challenge to see if they can eat it, and they thought it was absolutely disgusting. Well, it's not actually how you eat it by the tablespoon. Lots cracking, Joey Fresh. Probably going to be packing it in soon because I've made a pizza in the oven. I've put microwave popcorn with Maltesers. It's all melted in there. And I'm getting pretty full, and I'm pretty well done for the night. On the pizza I had salami, pepperoni, capsicum, um, jalapenos and some chili just to make it a nice hot one. So I call it Mexican pizza, but it's only the only reason I call it that is because some takeaway or some pizza joints here, not Domino's and that sort of thing, not the chains, but the average pizza shop, restaurant type things, they a lot of them do have a pizza they would call a Mexican, which is similar to that. And I've seen them before quite a few times in different pizza shops, not Domino's or Pizza Hut. I've got to tell you, I've got to stop the video soon because I'm going to end up eating all this. Yeah, and they call it a Mexican. I mean, I couldn't find like Mexican salami. I would have liked to use calabrese because that's quite good, and it's nice and hot and spicy. But calling it a Mexican pizza, I've got Hungarian salami. As long as it's got pepperoni, that's the main thing. I saw what's it called? Yeah, PayPal still still pending. Our supreme leader, that's what I was going to say. Our supreme leader's here, Kim Jong-un. I'm actually, if I can get up tomorrow, because I don't get up that early and then I've got to go to work in the afternoon. But if I can get up early tomorrow, I'm actually going to go to Domino's. I was saying earlier they got 60% off pizzas, premium pizzas. So they've outdone themselves this time. It's not 40, not 50, but 60 for 10 days. And Kim Jong-un, if you can find the voucher on their site, you just put in the code 60% off. I'm going for it tomorrow if I can. If you don't see the video in the next couple of days, you know I didn't do it. But while I'm there, I'm going to get that thick shake, whether it's pending or not. Well, there you go. Vegemite popcorn, you never know, it could be a good thing. I'll let you discover that one because I'm not going to do it. It might be alright though. It'll probably melt. On Frugal, yeah, I've seen that, Frugal, when I was looking up pictures and things for thumbnails. I will get it. Even if I don't get the pizza, I will get it. But what happened was, I've been trying to get around to doing this video on a KFC item. It's not really an item, it's like a double combo, it's called. And I needed to get Liam to do it with me, so because it was 2 burgers, 2 drinks, and 2 chips. I mean, I didn't have to drink all the drinks, but I wasn't going to eat 2 burgers and 2 chips. So we got that done the other day, and because I've been doing the lives, it's not a big deal of a thing, like it's not like a new product or anything really new. But I wanted to do it because it interests me, and I thought it's a good value meal for 2 people. So Liam's done a video with me with that. That's what I'll be posting tomorrow. And while I'm posting that, if I can get to Domino's, if not, it'll be the next day. But then we want to do a Subway one as well. So it's all happening. Kieran Fisher, how are you? I was going to pack it in, but every time I say I'm going, more people come. But that's cool. That's fine. And Kieran was just making, that looks pretty messy. I know it's butter popcorn, microwave popcorn. But I whacked some Maltesers on it and melted it for another minute or two. So we got Maltesers with popcorn, and I've had a pizza as well. So I'm not telling you the date. I'll let her tell you the date of her birthday if she wants. But it's in a couple of weeks. So, but like I said, she won't be here at the time. She'll be away. We were going to do something when she comes back. Oh, I just got a bit of that kernel of the popcorn down my throat. I felt it go down when I breathed back. Anyway, I just thought we could make a little video. You guys don't get to see it too much. We could go live, and she can. I don't know if any of you saw our live when we were out at Bathurst and doing that winter festival thing. She wasn't really sure what to do on the phone, like looking at comments, and I'm using my phone to film. At least if we did it like this, she can see what's going on there. You guys can say happy birthday. I'm sure you will. But it's a matter of getting it. If we don't do it now, well then I'll do it when she comes back in a couple of weeks. So. Yeah, the Bathurst one, yeah. I know a fella, he said to me, he didn't comment on that, and we couldn't see much of the comments, but I looked back at it later, and he said to me, that was so funny when you guys were trying to... I didn't think it was funny. I mean, to me, that's not amusing, but we try to keep it entertaining. We weren't really trying that, though. But Liz is not real great with technology, and if I try and show her stuff, not that I'm the best at it either, but if I try and show her stuff, she doesn't want to know anyway. But at least if it's here on the laptop, she can just be looking. I'll tell you what, I'm making a bloody mess here. Well, actually what happened was I was using my phone to film. That's why I couldn't look at anything. She had her phone. But what happened too, to start with, she was texting a few friends. And I'm saying, and I said to her before we started, I need you to look at the comments. And I didn't go through with her how to do it. Because it was starting to get dark and we needed to get this done. We've been doing other things out there. And I didn't want it to be dark when we did it. Anyway, she's still texting people, and she's even texting people to say we're going live so they could look. And then when they're on the live, the ones that she knew, she's still texting them. I'm saying you don't have to text them. Look at the comments. But then we couldn't find the comments, so it was all right. But she's not really that keen on it. Here's trouble. Yeah, it is trouble. Zombie nature's here, guys. Watch out. You won't be impressed with what I've been eating tonight, zombie. Yeah, well, she didn't know. She's never done it before. Like, we have gone live before, like out on my back deck and doing that sort of thing for Australia Day. But she's been able to look at this and like the old one I used to have. But that's what I'm saying. If she's here, she can just look at that. I can look at that, you know. So, and if we're buying some Chinese or something and we're just eating it like this, well then we can both be looking. But like I said, I was using my phone. I couldn't look at anything. I'm trying to look at hers, trying to look at what I'm filming. But she's not that interested in doing that stuff. She was quite happy to be there and do it, but she's not interested in the other side of it. Like, I've got to be the one who does that. No, she doesn't want to know either, but she even says to me sometimes, you must think I'm boring because I don't want to know this stuff. And I say, she says, and I say, that doesn't bother me, you know, it's okay, it's fine. That's what you choose not to do. If I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't be so cluey on it either, and I still don't know everything. I've got a lot to learn. Sorry if I cough, but you know how corn gets that little kernels in them, the little bits of whatever they are? One went down the back of my throat, like I breathed back. The blue one is actually a new one. That's partly why I want to do this tonight too. I forgot what it's called now. I'll rip the bit off. It might be on the back. Yeah, it's on the back, I think. Vanilla shake. It's actually like a vanilla flavour, but it's still the chocolate sort of Malteser. And when you open the packet, you can smell that vanilla. Even that, it smells like really like vanilla essence. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Just different. So I don't know. Bloody hell, that thing's stuck in my throat. I breathed back and I felt it, like when you breathe back and a sesame seed goes back in your throat or something, or a piece of rice. Sorry. Well, I've always loved these things, but I got to say, it's not the same, but it's different. But it tastes good. It's really good. I'd recommend them. Like, of course, I'm not an expert on everything. You might not like them, but if you want to, and they were $3 this week, so I don't know what they normally were, but I knew they were on special. That's why I got both. They're quite good. They're nice. I'd give them a go. Oh, Kim Jong Un, I'll send you back $3 so you can try them. It might be pending for a month though. What's the Maury show? What's that? I had this happen to me one time with another thing on eBay, and it was through PayPal and all that. And I forget what it was, but it was like it was pending for about a month. Like I finally got the money came through. They just have to investigate it and do whatever they got to do. I got to tell you too, when I first started getting on the technology and all that, I didn't want to know either. I'm not into the technology and all that, but I guess if you don't, you're going to sort of get left behind now. Like I'm one of these people. If you're here in Australia, you know what I mean. I don't know how it works in other countries, but you used to be able to go to the post office and pay your bills and do this. I was at the post office all the time doing stuff like that. But now I got the iPad, I got the account connected up. I even paid the rent without going down to the real estate. I saw a lady from the real estate the other day, and she said, "Haven't seen you for ages." And I said, "I'll pop in for a visit if you like." And she laughed. But I do everything on the iPad, VPay, the credit card, Visa, whatever. So don't go paying bills anywhere anymore. But it's easier too. But then it can get that way too. If you don't have to go and do anything, you stay in the house a lot too. Oh, it is easier. It was funny a little while ago. I actually was at the post office picking up a parcel, and all I had to do was go and pick it up. And I had this fella in front of me, and he's paying about 10 bills, where he could have just been doing it like everyone else does now. And he was younger than me, like he's about 40 or something. So it doesn't always matter about your age these days. It just depends how much you're willing to do and how much you're willing to learn. No, we're not in the 90s anymore. Things are really moving along quickly. And Liz says that herself. She feels like she's being left behind. But if you don't want to get left behind, well, you've got to get with the program, I suppose. I don't try to push her with that. That's up to her. But I'll help her as much as I can. But no. And then saying that, her real estate, they still don't have this sort of functions where you can just pay it online and all that. So they got to get with the program too. Because even if she knew how to do it, she'd still have to go in there and pay it. So sometimes it works the other way too. Sometimes the businesses haven't got it together yet either. Most have, of course. The winter's taken a turn for the worse. I've got to tell you, I feel for you then because where I am, and you know, because you know me a little bit well now, that I'm actually in a colder sort of area than Sydney. I'm further up, and we even had snow right at the beginning of winter. Not a great deal, but we had snow. Today it's like spring almost. So I'm hoping it continues, and then I'll go fishing even sooner than I expect. I've got to say though, watching your last video, High Country, it was like a winter wonderland. It did look beautiful. I'm sure it was freezing, and you even were saying your hands were cold, but it was beautiful. It just looked so good. It's funny though, when you're watching something like that, you know it's cold, but you're not feeling that cold. You just love how it looks. -5 right now. I think today it was supposed to be here 14 or 15, and that's just not right. It should be at least 8, 9, 10 in a day, not 15. It was like spring almost. And the next couple of days are pretty much the same. We may get a cold snap again, but hopefully we won't. I'd be quite happy if it stays like this. It's just comfortable. What's a smigden? Can't say I've heard of that. See, I'm not up with it either. Are you in Brighton? Brighton Les Sands, Joey Fresh. Actually, years ago I lived in Sydney, and I'm sure you know where Katoomba is. I'm not far from there now, so you know it gets cold here. But I have been fishing over at Brighton. I used to go over there every now and then. I used to go all over Sydney fishing and stuff when I was around my son's age. I moved up here a couple of years when I was a couple of years older than him, about 22, 23. I'm sure you do work up a sweat, and I was just saying earlier, I don't know if you're here, Liz is going up there. I was talking about the birthday. That's where she's going when she's on holidays. She's going up to see her mother. She's actually in Brisbane area. Liz is originally from there. So she'll be getting a bit warmer too, but if, like I said, if the weather stays like this here, it's not too bad here at the moment. Yeah, I'm sure it was much better when you were editing it. It looked freezing. But it did look beautiful, I'll give it that. And then to catch some fish as well, they were nice fish. You always seem to get some good ones. Yeah, Brizzy. I'll have to go up there with her one day. Anyway, guys, it's like 1:40 now. So it's great having you guys here, but I've got to tell you, I've been at work. I've been up earlier than usual today, and I'm not that tired, but then I've got to do other things as well tonight. So I might have to pack it in soon. How long have I been going? 84 minutes. That's about my limit at the moment lately. But again, it's been another great live. It's great to have people in here. Yeah, Daniel, I'm going too. Is that snake gone? Is it? You can get back in the house. That's one thing I don't have to worry about here. Actually, though, I've got to say, just before the weather got cold, I saw a blue tongue outside a while ago and I picked it up and had a look at it before my cats got it. Although I don't think they would have got that one. And I had an owl out the back here the other night when I drove home. I could see it really well in the light. It was sitting on the fence. See you later. Bye, Joey. Who do we love, Bob? Oh, you love me? Oh, that's fine. That's good. It's nice to be loved. Thank you. I hope that's me you mean anyway. Anyway, guys, I'm going to pack it in. Remember, you never be too Aussie, and thank you for coming in. Hooroo. It's been great.